How quick the days are and how cruel the events are. Who would have thought we'd get here? Hana woke up from her short nap and looked at him with her tired eyes. But she was loaded with tenderness that was still alive after all. After a short, warm talk, she tried to console him and ask him to be coherent for the sake of their children. Then she caught sight of an old wooden chair by the bed, and she grabbed him and sat down beside him. There was a moment of silence in the room, the silence that comes after the storms, where the heart speaks in pain, but the lips remain silent. Hana, gently placing her hand on her husband's shoulder, said in a calm but anxious voice, "I heard you mumbling words as you walked out of the funeral, but I didn't understand them. What were you saying?" Ferris's response was full of sadness that he could not control. "I feel like a fire burning my chest since I put my son in the dirt. He was dying before my eyes every day, and I had nothing. I couldn't give him the medicine he needed. I couldn't save him from cancer. I applied for all the paperwork to cure him at state expense, but the murderous bureaucracy made death quicker than healing. Who will pay for this?" From the sound of his trembling fist as he nervously squeezed her, testifies to the extent of his pain. Hana, who was always supportive and affectionate, gently loosened his hand as if trying to relieve the burden of the world from his shoulders, and said in a calm but full voice of love, "You sought as much as you could, and you didn't fall short. It is fate, night, and fate no one can change. You did everything you could." Despite her reassuring words, Ferris rose from his place in pent-up anger and wandered into the small room. The place was full of memories, and every corner of it carried a story. But talking about social injustice made him return to his sobbing voice, saying, "If I were paid a salary that respected my tiredness and superiority at work, I would not be able to treat my son. How could I not? Is it because I'm not an influencer? Would my son have waited his turn to die if he were the son of an official? This country has an incurable cancer in its administration." Here, Hana had a sad but sarcastic look at the same time, and she replied with a small smile filled with despair. "What cancer do you want society to heal from? Are you absent from your community? Or do you not see what is happening around us? The real cancer is the darkness in their minds and in their way of thinking. This inherited doctrine that makes people accept this injustice as an inevitable fate." Her words were overflowing with wisdom, as if to answer a question that Ferris had been asking himself for a long time. Suddenly, a heavy silence filled the room, a silence that didn't need words because it was full of meaning. Ferris took a deep breath and said in a faint voice, "We always pay the price. We, the simple ones, who have nothing but our dreams and Tao."